Alright, what is going on, YouTube? So, it has been confirmed, the new wave in the war, physical versus digital. God, guys. So, it was recently announced that Alan Wake 2 will not have a physical version. It's going to be purely digital, guys. In the new release of a new game, it is not going to be physical at all. It is only going to be available digital. It's going to be available on consoles and it's going to be available on PC, but we will not see a disc for Alan Wake 2. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the article and we're going to examine it and really dive into why they're doing this. Most of us know why. We're in the era where physical media is slowly disappearing, guys. It is becoming extinct. I've done a video like this, and I know a lot of other people have done videos like this, but we're witnessing the end of physical media as we know it, and this is just one big step towards it. So, I don't know if I ever know how to pronounce it right, but Kotaku and a few of the other places have been releasing this, and it's been coming up in Twitter posts and stuff like this. But Remedy Entertainment revealed that Alan Wake 2 will be digital-only release across all platforms. Basically, they say that the main reason to do this is to keep price below $70, guys. And if you watch some of my recent videos, video games used to cost more than $70, guys. They used to be a decent amount, and actually back in like the 90s and stuff like that, N64 games, Super Nintendo games, everything like that when it first came out was over this kind of what the price is nowadays, especially with inflation. So they're trying to use this as an excuse, a big excuse of why they're dropping it. And honestly, it's stupid if you ask me. These games do, I mean, if you make it digital only, you are not gonna have to. Yeah, no matter what, all digital games should be cheap. And the reason that they're using this as a reason to do it is beyond stupid to me. So we're just gonna go on and read a little bit more in this article here with IGN and stuff like that. Is there are many reasons for this. For one, a large number of them have they say that the reason that they're doing it is a large number of gamers have shifted to digital only. You can buy a Sony PlayStation 5 without a disc drive. You can buy the Xbox Series digital only console. It's not uncommon to release modern games as digital only. Yes, it is. I think this is one of the first games that, besides indie games and stuff like that that have come out, that actually went and released it on digital only. This is almost like a AAA title. Would just be like, well, you know what, we're just doing this, blah, 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 blah. But the only reason that people are buying PS5s, buying Xbox Series S's and digital only is because they're starting to force us to do this, guys. They're starting to make us have to buy this stuff. And how are they doing that? Well, they're marking the consoles down like $100 more. Now, I bought a PS5 and I bought it with the disc drive because I like having physical media. For the most part, I do like emulation and digital only stuff, but for the most part, I would rather have a modern console with a physical disc because you can come with a lot of benefits, whether it be reselling the item or just having it for a cool display in your game room. You can't display your digital games, guys, so if you like a collection piece like that, you need to stay away from stuff like this. So Remedy continued by saying that not releasing a disc helps keeps the price of the game at $60 on console and $50 on PC. So why does it make a difference between the console and the PC? It costs the same amount to make them on both, so why would it be cheaper on PC? That's what I don't get, and I guess that's what it is. But I guess nowadays they'll say too is, well, most computers don't have disk drives, which is true. When we built my PC, we did not put a disk drive in it. The studio didn't want to ship a disc and have it require download for the game either, as it wouldn't be a great experience. So don't make it that way. Put all the data on the disc and make it go that way. There is also currently no plans to produce a physical copy of Alan Wake. So this is the Twitter response and post. Alan Wake is a $60 game, deluxe, blah blah blah, for PlayStation Network. It'll be $50 on the Epic Game Store. Epic is publishing this, so don't ask for Steam. Deluxe included on an expansion. And they go on to have a fact and stuff like this. But since the standard version of this game is kept at a lower price point, the digital deluxe edition will cost $70. So your normal $70 price for games nowadays will be the deluxe copy or whatever. Now this is gonna be the new thing, guys. I have a feeling that this is gonna be the new thing. They're gonna keep moving towards the digital era, and what they're gonna try to do is stuff like this. Well, if you buy it just digitally, you can get the deluxe edition, which gives you blah 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 map and blah 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 DLC or blah 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 skins, and it'll cost you $70, which is the price of a new game. But guess what, guys? You can get it digitally. Like right here, it includes expansion, which is going to be the Night Springs. Yeah, like I just said, Night Springs Lake Edition, a shotgun skin, and a celebrity suit for Alan. Literally what I just said. This isn't the only article we have right here. Is to be honest, it looks pretty good. I mean, that's kind of the sad part. Is Alan Wake? I was a huge fan of watching. I never played it myself, but I liked watching people play it. You know, in streams when I was bored and stuff. But yeah, this is basically the pro of this thing, and everybody's putting this in here. On the upside, it won't cost $70. That is the only thing everybody's raving about. I've had a couple people in my recent posts and videos talking about, you know, give it up, oldies, physical media is dead, blah blah blah. And yes, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. It is that way, and it's becoming that way. But yeah, here we go. Yesterday we got our best look at Remedy's upcoming Alan Wake sequel, Alan Wake 2, and boy did it set our tongues to wagging. Fans of the original have been clamoring for a legit sequel ever since the game's release in 2010, and I remember that. It was huge. I remember that coming out, and you know, the whole suspense and everything where your main weapon is like a flashlight, and it was just crazy. People had not seen that for a while with a survival game. They were showing off its gorgeous graphics, new locations, and just a teensy bit of plot. It's a great trailer. We reported as much. Today we were surprised to learn a little something about Alan Wake 2 that somehow escaped our attention during yesterday's excitement. According to Kotaku, Alan Wake will be digital-only release. No physical copies of this game are being produced, and according to the fact about the game from Remedy, this same fact also explains the company's decision. So we basically, when we just went over that article, and that one before on IGN, and it's your same old. That it's just because we don't have to make it, so we're gonna make it cheaper. Which I will go more into this because I don't understand this. So now they're saying they can do digital only games cheaper. But before it was, you know what? Here's a digital version of the game. We're gonna charge full price. I wanted to go back and play, I think it was Black Ops 2, download it to get zombies and stuff like that, or to get Modern Warfare 2, one of the two Call of Duty games, or something like that, that I used to play that I loved that. I was like, you know what, I don't want to hook my 360 up, I don't want to hook my PS3 up, I'll just, you know, buy it on the store and just buy the digital version. It's got to be pretty cheap, right? It's been out for how many years? It was freaking still like full price, guys. I want to say it was $50 for a game that was pushing, what, 15, 20 years old? And it was because it was digital only, and that was the way you could buy it now. The only way you can buy it. So why now all of a sudden that they're using this excuse, well, this way we don't have to print it on a disc. We don't have to make a case for it. Why didn't we see any, like, decreases in the price of gamings when they took the manuals out? When they really thinned those cases? We used to get cases, guys. I mean, gather around, children, for IO Retro Gamer Dad story time. But our cases that we used to get, I swear they felt like they were twice as thick as what they are now. They were legit, like, protective cases, not just holders. And then you got your manual in there and everything. These games nowadays weigh like half as much because of all the stuff that's been taken out of them. And has that decreased the price? No. If anything, the prices have actually gone up, especially on titles that people know are going to sell. People with the Nintendo Switch and stuff now are losing their minds because Tears of the Kingdom was at $70. Like, well, it's because it's a Zelda game. That's just the start of it, guys. Pretty soon, every Switch game that comes out that's got Mario, that's got, you know, your Metroid, your whatever, your big Nintendo mascots is going to be $70. And then you're all going to be like, well, it's because it's Mario and stuff like that. This is just going to be the case here. They're telling you that they want to be digital only, and it's only going to be for this, and that it's only because it's going to make it cheaper for you guys. And before you know it, those digital only games are going to be $70. Hell, they're going to be $80. And then you're going to pay it because that's all you have. Because guess what? They took away the discs. You can't buy it used anymore. You can't buy it from Joe Smo on Fort Macari, who bought the game and thought he'd like it but hated it. And now he can't take it back, so he's going to sell it used on Macari, and you're going to get it for 10, 15 bucks off, and it's going to be basically brand new. No more can you do that, unless down the road for some reason we enter the era where you can buy used digital games, which would be crazy. I don't know how they would do it. It could happen. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this is just a wave? Physical media is dead, guys. I honestly, I mean, it's not dead, but it is definitely it definitely needs to be poked with a fork to see if it's done, because it's not looking good, guys. Now, I know there'll always be room for physical media. There'll always be the people out there that will tell you, yeah, guys, I'm not going to buy the game unless it's, physical. But there is fans out there that are Alan Wake 2 that are fans of the franchise that are not going to, they're going to be like, I guess we're going to have to get this. And then they're going to have to buy it digitally. There is some people out there that'll probably try and cancel it. And if you ask me, if this becomes an issue and you guys do not support digital-only games, I would not buy these games even if it is your favorite franchise. If you're an Alan Wake fan and you do not want to see this anymore, I would not buy the game. And I would just kind of stand up to it and be like, we're not going to do this, because I'd rather, some people would rather pay that $10. They should make, what should happen is this should be the way it is. Like when you're selling your video game consoles, it should be cheaper to do digital only to digital and then have the physical copy. So they should have the physical copy, or the digital copy of this game at that whatever price tag. What did we look at? $60, and then have the physical copy $70. I mean, if they want to justify why they're doing that, then that is how you can justify it and make it right with the consumers. Is you sell the digital version for $60 and you sell the physical version for $70, which you would have normally charged if it came out a couple of years ago. But I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you guys really believe that this is gonna be the new thing? Is this every cons pretty soon? If this does well, if this doesn't stir up enough crap like a lot of stuff EA has done in the past, where they've tried microtransactions and then got everybody pissed off and then canceled it, and then they finally decided to change the way they are, do you think that that's what's going to take to stop this, or do you think no matter what's going to happen, pretty soon all the games we ever see are just going to be digital only? I hope not, but every day I'm seeing stuff like this. So I want to also shout out my subscriber that Instagrammed me and let me know this article, because I missed this. I was too busy watching the Sony Showcase, the Sony Showcase, and seeing Spider-Man 2 and stuff like that. And it's just insane, guys. We are going to the digital era. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you comment below, and if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. I try to respond to all my comments, good or bad, so feel free to leave any comment you want below. I hope you guys have a great day, and if it is still May when you're watching this, make sure that you check the link below to get in on the Gleam giveaway. We are giving away a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Color Modified that is amazingly awesome, so make sure that you guys get in on that. The link will be in the description below. I enjoyed having you guys here. I hope to see you in the next video.